welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who is the love of your life and when will you meet if not already. We'll get into that too. So yeah, that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. We have group 1 with the Bloodstone and the Tarot of the Divine. Group 2 with the Tiger's Eye and the Rider-Waite. Group 3 with the Sunstone and the Mermaid Tarot. And group 4 with the Smoky Quartz and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to get started. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the Tarot of the Divine and the Bloodstone, this is your reading. We are going to see who is the love of your life and when will you meet them, if not already. We got the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, very fiery, passionate energy. Spirit, for group 1 with the Bloodstone, who is the love of their life for group 1? Show us who that is. Oh my God, we got a couple cards that came out for you right away. We got the Apple Blossoms and the False Indigo. The Apple Blossoms with choices, knowledge, and illumination. So there is an energy coming up right away of when does this person manifest? You guys may be really wanting to know the timeline. That's the next deck I'll pull from. But choices, knowledge, and illumination. There's an energy of this person being on a high path. And honestly, I feel like they're matching your energy. But there may be a little frustration with the timeline, group 1. But Spirit is immediately coming in and telling me that it's like a person like this, a person like you, takes years and years and years. Like it's a love of a lifetime. It's someone that comes along like every once in a while. It really is a rare energy, truly. And there's nothing basic about it. It's complex, it's deep, it's warm, it's cold, dare I say. It's full, it's a whole love. It's not sunshine and rainbows and a perfect upbringing and a perfect story with no trauma, no troubles, no tribulations. It's a whole story with moments of wins and moments of losses and pains and heartache, but also happiness and love. That is what you are. And that is also what this person is. So you got to think, like, say you're 25 years old. If you still haven't come across this person in 25 years, that kind of tells you that it's rare. And it takes time. For you, group 1, I feel like this is an aged energy. It's kind of like an aged cheese. Like, do you want the American or do you want the double barrel aged sharp cheddar? You know what I'm saying? Like, on the charcuterie board, you gonna pull out some slices of the Kraft? No, you're not the Kraft. You're not Kraft quality, baby. You're not Kraft quality. So you're not going to attract that to you, and it is going to take time. That's just something I'm getting right away. This person is enlightened. I do feel a Jupiterian and Saturnian energy from them. So they could be a zodiac sign that's ruled by either Jupiter or Saturn, or they could have that like in their Mars or Venus. You definitely feel it there. And then the False Indigo with immersion and intuition. So this person is tapped in. They're fully dialed in. They have committed fully to the process of growing and evolving and being their best self. So not only does it take them time to grow and evolve into that, just like it's taken you, but also like this is a rare energy to come by. So there's a lot of coordination that goes on behind the scenes of a connection like this. This is, I mean, the love of your life. So I'm not surprised to get such strong energy right out the gate, but this is like a true love of your life. This is not just like, okay, who are you most compatible with in this life? This is like, who is like the person who really mirrors you, but not in that twin flame kind of way, in that evolved kind of way. Spirit. We have the asterisk with elegance and patience. So another card coming out talking about this person as of high quality. They are elegant. This person may be an earth sign. They may like luxury. I'm getting like Taurus and Virgo vibes, like bougie aunt, bougie uncle vibes. Like they take care of their sister's kids or their brother's kids. Like they come in as the, you know, family member that has the dope apartment or the nice home, the nice car. But it's like, listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know, this person may be a little bit of a recluse. This may be someone who spends the majority of their time alone, not because they're not social, but just because they understand like their rareness. Okay, they understand the quality of their energy, and they've already learned like you cannot give your energy to everyone. You just can't. So this person is aged, someone worth waiting for. They could even be like a few years older than you. We have the sweet pea with blissful pleasure. Okay, there we go. So this person is fun. They're serious and they're level-headed and they're determined when it comes to their personal goals, but they're also a good time. They're fun, they're warm, they're loving, someone that you can confidently allow yourself to be connected to, someone who you can trust, but also someone who it's like, okay, we work hard, we work on goals, we show up when we need to show up, but we don't take life too seriously. We can still laugh with each other, have fun with each other, be spontaneous. We can go to late night Sonic trips and get some slushies, or, you know, we can have a spontaneous vacation, just the two of us, a vacation for the weekend where we go, you know, to the city and we get a hotel and we get room service and we do all that stuff. Like this person is fun in a structured kind of way. And this is the person you want if you're someone who wants to live like soft life, or if you're someone who wants to be more like, okay, I can be more relaxed, because this person is organized. And then we got always joyful with the Chiropus. So this person has a good attitude. It's not giving golden retriever energy though. It's not giving like, oh, you know, nothing going on behind these eyes. This person is so freaking smart, but they don't wear their smarts on their sleeve. They don't go out of their way to try to impress people with what they know or what they've accomplished. If anything, they keep that low key and they try to make genuine connections. So this is one of those, you know, people or connections where it's like, if you go about it too mentally, you may miss the opportunity altogether, which is why you have to go through so much evolution to get in alignment with them, because that's exactly vice versa what you've done yourself. You've showed up time after time after time, lesson after lesson, and you've continued to evolve. And there's people in your past, friends and family, close ones, loved ones, people that you maybe even respected or thought would always have more than you or had more than you, that you're now superseding in this lifetime, and that you're going above. I'm sorry, there's a stupid fruit fly in here. I'm like, how did you even get in here? I never eat in here. I don't understand why you're here. Let's get into this timeline, Spirit, for group one. When will they meet, if not already? We have June. You could meet in June. You could have met in June. This person's birthday could be in June. We have Tuesday. That could be significant. I'm picking up someone may work with this person on Tuesdays, or you did on a Tuesday, or that may be the day that you have class with this person. Something about Tuesday. Wow, we have summer. It depends on your actions, and we have October. So I feel like the window is anywhere from June to October, so that's kind of like summer to fall, but we have summer and it depends on your actions. You may have already met this person, or you may have already been supposed to meet this person. It is still summer when I'm posting this, so you may meet this person this summer. But I would say next summer to give it a little wiggle room. I mean, this is the love of your life. Unless you've already met them in a previous summer, it's kind of like, ooh, it can make you anxious to know that your time frame is so like right now. So just to give it a little bit of wiggle room, for those of you who worry, overanalyze, or start to self-sabotage, don't feel any pressure, because this is something that's so clearly manifesting as a result of all the work that you've put in outside of this connection. So this is going to manifest, period. Like this is, as long as you continue to grow and evolve, you're guaranteed to have this person. on your path, the love of your life. But that it depends on your actions. Some of you, honestly, group one, are in a space where you're on a celibacy journey or you're not wanting to date. Some of you aren't that open to love. It's like if love were to perfectly manifest, of course, who's going to say no to that? But are you like really going out of your way to align yourself with it or do the most? A lot of you aren't. Again, this is my seasoned pile, my aged pile, my heavily evolved pile. This isn't like, you know, that kitty play, puppy love type of energy. This also isn't that super regular, basic kind of energy where it's like, I could really be with anyone because I'm basic. This isn't that, group one. And it can be a blessing and a curse. Let's see how it'll manifest. Only a curse because if you have the desire for something to happen sooner or in a specific way, you may get disappointed, but not in a curse as in, you know, there's negative manifesting for you because you're actually getting like the creme of the crop, like the best of the best out there compared to the collective. Spirit, do they already know this person? Let's start there. Do they already know this person? We have the King of Coins. You may know this person, but they're in a position where you can't be with them in the beginning. King of Coins could be like, oh, this is an upperclassman, or this is someone who's like a manager or an HR, like a position where you can't exactly like make a move on them. Or you meet them younger in life and they've evolved into this King of Coins. So it's like whenever you knew each other, you didn't take each other seriously or you didn't get your moment. Something about, honestly, I feel like you're going to know this person before you're able to date them in some way. There's some sort of delay or evolution that has a role on your timeline. We have the Six of Swords, nice, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is saying you're going to give yourself setbacks if you honestly try to force it with this person. This is one of those connections where it's like the fight, the battle is not flesh and blood, okay? It's principalities. It's like, are we actually principally aligned? Have we gone through the right steps? Have we done this the right way? Are we truly ready? Is this blessed by divine timing, by divine order? Is this in divine order? You'll be able to go past, you know, green, but Six of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, it's not something that can be forced or manifested. It's something that comes as a result of evolution. And it's funny because, ironically, the more you evolve, the least you care about romance. That's how I feel for you, group one. It's like the more you evolve, you kind of settle into this energy where it's like, okay, well, if it happens, it's going to be by way of the universe because I'm not going out of my way to manifest it. And I don't see anything wrong with that because Spirit is obviously telling us that this is a connection that's manifesting through life, you going through life. Yeah, Four of Coins. Spirit is saying, you know, even with a perfect match, you have to treat them, you have to teach them how to treat you. So if you haven't truly evolved into that place where you know who you are and you know your value and you feel like you genuinely have value, you'll never show up properly for a long-term connection. But there's always like, you know, universal order outside of us. So it's like a double-edged sword, you know, you don't want to treat yourself like a self-improvement project and put too much pressure on yourself. But when it comes to like specifically manifesting, that may have never worked for you, group one. I don't feel like that's really your story. Manifestation is always helpful. But manifestation is like MapQuest. It shows you the next steps. It helps you through certain things. But life also does the same exact thing naturally. It's naturally a journey from beginning and birth to ending, growing and evolving. You're naturally going to have all that happen too. So you don't need to force it. If you do try to force it, Six of Cups in reverse, you're going to reach out in a time where this person may not be available and you're going to feel rejection from them. And it's not. It's rejection from the timeline or even a rejection from Spirit like, hey, I told you not to do that. So Spirit may have been, for the last couple of years, trying to get you to stop manifesting or to manifest other things. Some of you have accepted that. You've moved past that. And some of you aren't quite there yet. but soon. I feel like you'll have this connection within 2 years, though. I don't feel like the wait is very long. Do you know this person already? Some of you do, some of you don't. Honestly, you'll know, because you would have felt connected to this person like throughout the years. This wouldn't have been a connection that would go unnoticed. This is likely a connection that you noticed in the beginning or sooner, like I said, than you were able to have it. And you've likely always kind of felt that there's some sort of tension or just something going on with you and this person. Not able to quite put your finger on it. We have the Three of Cups, which is giving me Fate's energy. I don't know in this deck for the Three of Cups who this is. I actually have the box right here so I can look. But specifically, the Tarot of the Divine has like different stories that it pulls on for each card. But I'm seeing the Fates and this Three of Cups energy. If you've ever read or heard anything about the Fates, it's basically like that power of three that they even will pull on in Wicca. There's references. But it's just giving me that energy. I'm just curious. Three of Cups. Cambodia. It says Apsara, Cambodia, Hindu mythology. The Three of Cups represents camaraderie and a good time. The Aspara are celestial beings of the sky known for dancing, partying, and fornication. Oh my God. So you guys are getting lit. Group one. Hold the freaking phone. What are y'all getting into? Because this level of evolution, it can lead you to a life of, purity or modesty, just chilling out, relaxing. But it's like, no, there's a group of here who are like, yeah, I'm hearing all of that, and I'm gonna turn up in the name of the Lord. Okay, I'm still turning up. Says this joyous group oversees fertility rites, the performing arts, the fortunes of gambling. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Four of Cups. So you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Four of Cups is telling you to be modest, subservient, conservative. Is that Mulan? In this deck? And the Three of Cups is telling you, ball out. You're that girl. You're that guy. You earned it. Do it. Have your fun. And it's like you're stuck in the middle and you don't know what to do. The Nightingale. No, this isn't Mulan. This is from Denmark, a Danish folktale. Oh, it says the Four of Cups represents romanticizing bad choices while ignoring the good alternatives before you. It's covering what is superficially better, neglecting the plain nightingale who can sing away death. Oh my God, you guys. That's why you got to get into it. As much as you know tarot, you have to study your card decks. And I used to do that so often. I don't as much anymore, but I need to get back into that. That's a sign for me to get back into it, because you just get so much deeper meaning when you specifically look and see what the artist intended for that card. But see, the Four of Cups in this deck, the Tarot of the Divine, is giving a whole different tea. It's giving maybe you idolize, other people's paths, or, a path that's not yours. And that's kind of the loop you're running in right now. Because we did get that it's depending on your actions. I felt in the beginning of your reading like this was supposed to already be here. I just knew for sure that for you, group one, Spirit was going to tell us that you already knew this person. I was expecting to see for some of you that you've dated this person already. But this kind of feels like a situationship that never came to its full potential, and it's because the growth between the two of you. But you may be holding yourself back. Maybe this was supposed to manifest last summer, but you didn't show up properly, and you'll get that second chance with them, or vice versa. Because again, both of you are on this path of healing, evolving, growing, learning, and you've been mirroring each other. So this is equally, I'm sure, on both ends. We have feelings, commitment, and admire. Feeling says take time out to explore the deep emotions that you're experiencing. Spirit is saying this is a good time for some shadow work. This is also a good time to embody your emotions. Let out your feminine rage. Let out your masculine rage. Now, listen. You do it in a safe way, and don't let it out on the collective, because we don't want it. But, let it out in a productive way. Whether that's the gym or whether that's brain games, challenging yourself, whatever it is for you. But allow yourself to feel that rage, that hurt, that excitement for the future, whatever it is. Don't allow people, especially people on the internet who don't know you, to control you and tell you you can't be excited about this or you can't act like this. Be yourself. We have commitment. It says commitment is an important opportunity to achieve a successful relationship. So this is leading to commitment. You are going to have your chance with the love of your life, but again, it's a blessing and a curse, group one. Such a blessing because you have so much more foresight and you don't have to run like a chicken with your head cut off like a lot of the collective. But oftentimes it can put you in that black sheep energy or that truth teller energy where it's like, okay, it disrupts the reality. And also it's a lot more knowing than a lot of people who are just kind of like at whim to the energy in the collective. So no, you're not as compatible with as many people. They cannot hold space for you. A peon cannot hold space for a queen or a king. You just can't. They're the gestures. So you got to get out of this of liking, whatever fun and whatever you feel like you get from the gestures. It's time for you to level up your own desires. And then we have the admire card. It says it's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. So this is a good time to do things that can put you in a positive energy when it comes to love and specific people. If you do know this person already, trying to write down like things about them that are positive, things that you can take away from the connection, things that you could take more of, and doing different things that are going to put you in that kind of lovey-dovey energy so it can be easier to naturally manifest, but through you showing self-love to yourself, actually, like going out, treating yourself, dating yourself, it'll make you feel that love that will naturally draw in what it is you're looking for versus getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning like, oh girl, trying to do for somebody who don't care about her, who wants Maddie anyways. Like, don't be like, what's her name, Cassie? Child, I don't watch you for you. I'm like, no, what is up with that? Why do people want to be traumatized? I'm not watching this stuff. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm ranting now. That's what I got for you guys. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today, group one. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the tiger's eye and the Rider-Waite, this is your reading. We are going to tap into the love of your life. Who is it? And when will you meet the love of your life? If not already, let's see, Spirit. This is for group 2. Group 2 with the tiger's eye. Who is the love of their life? Show us the love of their life. For group 2. Something about them and this connection is very synchronistic and definitely a matter of divine timing. This isn't one of those connections where it's like, oh, we like each other because we're so compatible. It's one of those connections where it's like the whole universe kind of conspires to bring this together to manifest. You may have a high purpose, vice versa with this person, or the both of you may have a high purpose together. It's giving power couple energy. It's giving meant to be. It's giving our ancestors have divinely orchestrated this. Our guides, angels, universal powers and forces have come together to bring us together. It feels very important. It feels royal. It feels very special. We have the iris and the asterisk. The iris says rainbows and messages. So a lot of synchronistic energy. Also an energy of perfection and wholeness, meant to be, coming full circle with that rainbow symbolism. I'd maybe look up the symbolism of rainbows as well. And then we have messages. So the universe is going to communicate to you heavily about this person. You will not have to guess if this is the person for you or not. For one, they're going to be genuinely so just locked in with you. You guys are compatible. Even though it's not a matter of compatibility, you are compatible. And you'll resonate with this person on a deep level. You'll just know. You'll have that knowing in your spirit. And if that's not enough, the universe is going to be sending you a lot of messages regarding this person. And then we have the asters with elegance and patience. So this person is patient. They've had to be patient for this connection to manifest. They have to be patient in your relationship with you. Maybe you're someone where it's like, listen, you're going to have to talk to me sweetly. You prefer nice guys, nice girls, nice people, genuine partners, vulnerability. Those are the things that you exalt. Not F-boy, F-girl, toxic drama, or you've evolved out of it if you have in the past. So you're leveling up. You're leveling up and getting in alignment with this connection, and vice versa. I feel like both of you are leveling up to the space where the relationship is. That's how it feels. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm going out of my way to get in alignment with this person. It's like, no, you're going out of your way to get in alignment with the space. And there's a pocket in your life where this person lies, and that's vice versa. That's the same truth that they have as well. They get in alignment with the pocket and they'll have you, and vice versa. So it's not about, oh, this person, that person is, you know, in control. It's very much so mutual, and both of you are being divinely orchestrated towards each other. We have the trumpet gentian with power and healing. So this person has a very powerful aura. Now that I'm tapping into that, I'm feeling that. It feels like divine fire and earth mixed together. It feels, I want to say there's a little bit of Saturnian energy there. There's a Sirius undertone, or maybe even Neptunian. And then this just like electric, more Uranian force or Venusian force. Very loving and attached and committed. But power and healing. So this person is very powerful. They have a commanding aura. They may be like the owner of their own business, or someone who's accumulated some success. They could be well known, or someone who has a lot of respect. And then we have the magnolia with nobility and self-esteem. So this person, even when they have an opportunity to cut corners or to shortchange someone so they can get a little bit more, this person is all about doing things properly. This is someone you can trust to really be like a husband or a head of household, or in control of the bills, a wife, organized, timely, disciplined, able to do like a million things at once. This is a very powerful force and great partner material. In terms of archetype, this is like the ideal lover archetype, like the person that's just always on their P's and Q's, the person who always got it together, genuinely responsible, and shows up for the relationship, for your kids if you have any, for goals. Like this is the person you can trust to really get it done. We have the red rose and the yellow rose. The red rose with hidden secrets, the yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. Wow. So tapping into this person's energy, there's like a deep red energy to them. I don't want to say it's an aura. I'm not too well versed on auras, but I want to say that red can be one of the auras that people are more afraid of. But red and pink is a lot of time associated and synonymous with love as well. So it just depends on what perspective you're looking at it from. But this person is very deep, very entertaining, someone that unfolds like a literal blooming flower. Someone who values their connection with you, and that is what's most important to them. What's most important to them isn't your friends, their friends, your family, their family, or what anyone has to say about your connection. Their values is based in your household. This person is solid, I'm telling you. And then we have the yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. So they're a catch, someone good to have around, someone who you can joke with. Something that Spirit is showing me, you may really like to watch movies, or I'm also seeing TV. I'm seeing reality TV and Netflix. Those may be your guilty pleasures. You're all about reality TV, and you know, whatever new Netflix series is popping, you're on top of it. This is someone you can talk to while you're watching TV. So if you had an ex that hated that you would talk, this person's not going to care about that. And also, if you're someone who likes to talk a lot after the movie, after the show, this person will talk for hours with you. I'm telling you about the show. They will analyze it just as much as you want to. Like, this person's like that as well. So quality time could be their love language, physical touch as well. There's an intensity to this person. They can be kind of intimidating. Spirit, can we get a timeline on this? When will they meet? If not already. We have August, we have September. I like that. I like when the timeline is very cohesive like that and back to back. We have think about it. Spirit, tell us more about the timeline. This is looking like someone you're meeting in the near future. Yeah, we have months. We have the number 17. 17 could be confirmation for you. You could be seeing 1717. You could be born on the 17th as well. You could meet them on the 17th, but I feel like that's like one of those things where it's like, okay, that can drive you crazy to feel like it has to happen on this day. So take that with a grain of salt. I do feel like there's an aspect of this that does depend on you, like even down to here. August, September, and then we got Sagittarius season, which goes from November to December. Your timeline is very cohesive. But we also have January here. Something about group 2, you may be, are you currently in a karmic connection right now? Because we have the think about it card. So there's like an energy of spirit saying like this could manifest considerably sooner rather than later, but someone is in the way. Someone who's very possessive over you, someone who has some sort of, it even feels like a vendetta against you. This person is not coming in, oh my God, I'm so in love with you energy. They're coming in, this is either a karmic connection and they're none the wiser, or they're manipulative. This could be your family as well. Whatever it is Spirit has been calling you to break free from, it is connected in some way, somehow to your love life. So you want to clear that out. This can happen sooner rather than later. We have August and September. Our months coming up. That's the summer season, our current season. But it goes into fall and then it goes into winter. So I feel like something with your timeline keeps getting pushed back because of an unhealthy connection. This is a really good time to do a cord cutting ritual, cord cutting ceremony, or to burn like, shoot, personally, I would go all the way. I would do a coffin candle, okay, because I don't, if I'm getting something out of my life, I don't have to do it. Once I decide, I'm all the way done. So like clearing is not enough for a karmic. It's just not. You know, you got to take it there. So I offer all that on my Etsy shop. I can hook you up and help you out with that. But if you're, you know, a magical person yourself, definitely, I'm telling you, get into the cord cutting ritual, get into the ceremony. Cleanse this person, get them out of your life, whatever you need to do. Or it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a place that you continue to go or a habit you continue to engage in. It could even be Spirit has been calling you to move, like your bay is in a different city. It's time to take that leap, because we have think about it and end the distant future. So something that you are directly doing is directly affecting your timeline and it's extending it. We have Tuesday. We have number 17 that came out for you. Tuesday and 17 could be significant to you in some way. Also, there's a lot of similarities between you and group 1. You may have been called to group 1 as well, and they got Tuesday as well. You could see this person on a Tuesday or on Tuesdays at work or at school or at the gym. And we have months. So I would say sooner rather than later is what it should be. Let's see what else is going on in the background for you, group 2. But the love of your life, I don't feel like you've met them already. No, I don't feel like this is someone who you've dated. I do feel like this is going to be a totally new connection. And again, it's like, oh my God, I'm just now realizing that I said that in the beginning of your reading. I was saying, it's like you guys are in alignment with the space, not each other. It's not about aligning with each other. It's like once you guys both get into that pocket of reality, you'll both meet together and be able to be together. So heavy on this may be associated with a physical move for you. there's a physical space or a lifestyle or position in life that this connection will be found in. Other than that, you don't really have to do the most when it comes to like, you know, manifesting per se, because it will naturally kind of spark and happen. But so many hands are on this in terms of like your guides, your spirit team, your ancestors, heavy on the ancestors. And that's what makes me feel like you have some sort of purpose through this connection or with this person, because it's like ancestors aren't usually super involved like in your love life, because it's like not really something that's going to level up the bloodline. If it's going to level up the bloodline, if it's going to set them free, ancestors are going to be more involved. Or if there is like a negative or demonic energy trying to get you off track, ancestors will get involved. But if it's just like, I'm ready for a babe, your spirit guides may, you know, honor that. But the ancestors are like, so anyways, are you going to clean off this altar? Spirit, what's going on? We have the Sun and the Ten of Swords in reverse. There's an energy of letting something go that's toxic for you. This could be a habit, even smoking, drinking. This could be, again, your current place of residence. You got toxic family there. You got toxic neighbors there. You need to get up out of that situation. Eight of Cups, all about walking away from the current version of your life. And we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So Spirit is saying you're going to have to let go of what you once valued, what you once had. And that's really why it's so hard for you to let go. Like, say, for an example, the apartment you got, it's at a super discounted price. And there isn't a price like this in the city, but Spirit's calling you out of the city. So even though your apartment is, yes, valuable, Spirit is still telling you to let it go because it's no longer going to be valuable to you. Now it's something that's depreciating your value. So it's no longer valuable to you. And you're holding on to it. And there isn't anything that you can do with it anymore. It's not going to be fruitful. We have the Six of Cups. That's all about having faith in spirit, the divine, the universe, and higher powers to bring things towards you. And another thing specifically about the Six of Cups, it's always like an older person or an adult that's giving, and then like a child, a younger person, a lower person that's receiving. So this is coming from divine order, universal forces, the universe, infinite intelligence, your guides, your ancestors, all the levels and those who are above you spirit-wise. And they're giving this to you. So this is something that can only be given. So yeah, if you've been going stupid, going crazy with the manifestation, you can chill out with that. You don't have to, you know, drive yourself crazy with that, because it's not really, it's just going to keep bringing in situations that's going to show you like, oh, it's time to move, or oh, it's time to let go of this karmic. Oh, it's time to let go of this situation. But you're very close to this person. This can manifest super fast for you. Also, something that I'm hearing is you may have a helpful transit coming up. So look into your astrology. We got the Magician in reverse. Yeah. Spirit is like, yeah, heavy on the, you can put down the manifestation. You can exit out of that cart with all those candles and herbs and stuff in it. We have Temperance in reverse. There are very real things that Spirit is already calling you to do that will get you where you want to be. And you want it to be magic because that's something that's in your control, something that's comfortable for you. But with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, because you are still the High Priestess, even though you may be getting in your own way at this time, or not trusting your intuition, or just trying to have a path that's easy like it seemingly is for other people, you're going to know deep down like, this isn't going to be what it is. That may even be why you have a hard time believing that your magic will work, or believing in yourself if that's something that you struggle with. But this will happen sooner rather than later, as long as you make the changes Spirit's calling you to make. We have the Hermit, all about divesting your energy and leveling up. Take 6 months off, 6 months off social media. I'm going to challenge you, group 2, to take, okay, 3 months. 3 months, but start with 3 weeks. Okay, it takes 21 days to break a habit. And then 21 days to create a new one. And then 21 days to step into your new life. And then 21 days to live it. So in 21 times 4, whatever that is, and I'm not a mathematician, okay? So listen, I don't know how much that is, but 84? In 84 days, your life can quite literally be transformed, or you can spend 84 days buying the same magic, doing the same things, and being in the same space. Empress in reverse, you know, losing. It's time to get on the winning team. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So Spirit is saying, like, it's not a matter of, is the magic there or is it available? Is a high path available for group 2? It's a matter of group 2 surrendering to that high path, choosing it, and stepping into it. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 2? Like I said, a lot of similarities between you and group 1. Spirit's kind of being, I won't say hard on you necessarily, but there doesn't feel like there is too much wiggle room. And that can be very frustrating for a control freak. That can be very frustrating for someone who has gone through life and leveled up and had to do that like on their own. It can be hard for you to surrender to any sort of path that is telling you that you have to do things other than how you feel like you want to. We have feelings, challenges, and cherish. Feeling says take time out to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. Group 1 got that one as well. So take some time to journal about the things that you've gone through. And just like I was telling them, take time to express your feminine rage, okay? Take time to express your masculine rage in a safe way. Don't unleash yourself onto the collective, but give yourself a space where you can just kind of go stupid, go crazy for a moment. You know, whatever it is, find that activity that really does it for you. Or if you're someone who's less active, more mental, definitely get into journaling and try to find a shadow work journal like on Amazon or Etsy, because that takes it up a notch. It's one thing to journal. It's another thing to have a journal with the perfect prompts to really lead you into that like deep healing and level up energy. We have challenges. It says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So again, you guys are working your way up to the space, not to each other. You're equals, very much so equals, and the love that you'll experience will be mutual. And then we have cherish. It says cherish your relationship. So I feel like it's a little bit of a bittersweet energy for you, group 2, because there is an energy of endings that bring new beginnings. There's an energy of something being thrown out that was once valuable to you. Like Knight of Cups in reverse means that at one point, someone or something was someone that you could depend on, or someone that you did gravitate towards and trust. You know, whether it's an activity or specific karmic. And it's not just letting them go, but it's also you're mourning the older version of yourself. So be patient with yourself through that. We have beloved with radical acceptance, and we have the covenant with sacred contract. So definitely love of your life energy. Wouldn't be surprised if you guys were to carry out like some sort of amazing mission together. We have fool's embrace, number 22, with transmuting pain. You may be seeing 2s and 7s as well. We have card number 22, card number 2, card number 7, and this is card number 3. With benefactor, this one says grace and generosity. So Spirit is going to be blessing you for the time that you've put in. You're going to reap rewards for what you've invested. But I do feel like you're at the tail end of your journey, so the love of your life will come in sooner rather than later. But it does kind of feel dependent on if you can fully let go and how soon. You know, this could come through this month or August, whenever you're watching this. And that's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. All of my magical offerings are on there as well. I'm telling you, even if you do it yourself, if anything, do the cord cutting. But that's what I got for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Sunstone and the Mermaid Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see who is the love of your life and when will you meet, if not already. Spirit, this is for group 3. Group 3 with the Sunstone. Show us the love of their life for group 3. Who is this? Ooh, Right away, we got the tuberose with dangerous pleasure. So right away, there's an energy of this being a very intense connection, a very intense emotional connection, physical connection, and honestly, probably spiritual, but a lot of pleasure between the two of you and in this relationship that you will explore together. Oh my goodness, we have the Nastrium with victory and conquest. So to be honest, this person might be like a divine masculine energy. This person could have a lot of fire energy in their chart, but definitely heavy on the pursuit energy with this person. Definitely a pursuer, someone who's all about action, very action oriented, very action based. They could be a bit impulsive. They could also be a bit impatient. This person... honestly, it feels like they're a little selfish with their love, okay? They like to have things their way when they want it. Wow, we have the forget-me-nots with eternal memories. So this person is definitely someone to remember, someone who makes an impact, a heavy impact, someone who has a lot of respect. And I feel like this person has a little bit of clout or notoriety. This person is hard to ignore, hard not to notice. Most people find them attractive and most people are attracted to them. They end up connected with a lot of people who want to like please them, who are willing to work for them. And this person, they're used to getting their way, not gonna lie. We have the Hyacinth with playfulness and the Chiropsis with always joyful. So at the end of the day, this person is of positive energy. They're not negative towards you, controlling towards you. Well, maybe a bit in the beginning, like the first 1 to 2 years of your relationship. This is the love of your life. So it may take you guys like some time to find a middle ground. It may take you some time to really understand each other and to surrender to each other. This person, they have some walls up when it comes to communication. Like they don't like to share what's going on with them. Like anything that hurts them, they're not someone who likes to vent or share that with another person. They kind of take that all in, they bottle it up and they transmute it, hopefully, eventually themselves. So there's someone who likes to be like the fun, joyful presence in your life. They don't like to be a burden to another person. They're all about having fun. They're all about, you know, they like a little bit of games, to be honest, like mental games. Like this person likes to be mentally stimulated. I forget what the word is for that. But there is like a word for that, people who are like attracted to intelligence. This person, they're attracted to stimulation. Whatever that means for you, physically stimulation. They like to be active, really into, of course, physical intimacy, but they also like to go on hikes. They like to go to the gym. They like to get a good pump. They like to feel like that challenge. And also mentally, they like to be victorious over a situation. But what a lot of people like kind of like go over in their mind, the part that a lot of people miss is, in order for someone to be victorious, that means they have to win over you. So if you don't put up any challenge, they're not going to feel any sense of victory towards you. So that kind of lets me know a little bit about you. This person sees you as a challenge. This person sees you as an equal, someone who puts up a fight, someone who has their own sense of self, and they want more than anything just for you to see them as the person of your dreams, for you to surrender to them, to give yourself to them, and you make them work for it, and it just keeps them coming back, keeps them addicted, and vice versa. You guys are going to make a very strong connection right in the beginning. Things will likely be chaotic and intense. I feel like this could be a situation where, with the love of your life, to be honest, you guys may get off on the wrong foot. It may be like an enemies to lovers kind of thing, or it just may take you a long time to surrender to them because of how intimidating energetically they can be and demanding energetically. Even physically, they could have a lot that they expect from you. We have the Magnolia and the Yellow Rose. So listen, for those of you who have that high, you know what drive, listen, you done met your match with this one because they're going to wear you out, little baby. You're not going to stand a chance, okay? They're going to show you, okay. But listen, I'm telling you. Let's keep it cute though. We have the magnolia with nobility and self-esteem, and the yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. So this person is a genuine friend, someone you can genuinely connect to, but they're kind of like that person that will laugh things off until you're like crying. If you have one of those friends that seems like everything's a jokester and, you know, everything's a joke to them and they don't take things seriously, but if you like actually get upset, they just kind of turn into putty and mush, and they're just like change their whole tone, and they're actually really sweet with you. If you've ever experienced that with someone, this person gives that kind of tea too, where it's like if you let them, they'll joke the pain away, but when you actually need them, they're there, period, point blank. Period, point blank. This is genuinely a person of good character. But that's the reality, you know, like not everyone is like nice and sweet and like just 100% pure and good. So we're going to get all of it when we read, you know. As much as we want someone who's like, oh, they're so loving and pure and innocent and just, you know, not a challenge at all, that's just not the reality. So we have nobility and self-esteem. Again, this person has high self-esteem. A lot of people find them attractive, and they're noble, meaning they actually have a code that they run themselves by. So I feel like if this person wanted to, they could really skate through life, but they have some grit. They may come from humble beginnings. Or it's just a part of them, like their personal code, like, okay, yeah, I could get by looks or get by manipulation, but I choose not to because I know who I am and this is who I choose to be. I just heard I won't be like my dad. Now that's deep. That's deep. So for someone, they may have had a toxic masculine father, the love of your life. They may have a toxic relationship with their father figure. Spirit, when will they meet, if not already? Can you show us the timeline for group 3? We have a Wednesday that came out. This could be someone you work with on Wednesdays, someone you see at the gym on Wednesdays, someone that you see at the coffee shop on Wednesdays. You could meet on a Wednesday, or Wednesday may be significant in some way to you in relation to this person. We have don't focus on time, and then we have Aries season and Taurus season that just came up, and those are actually right after another. Aries season is March 21st to April 19th, and Taurus season is April 20th to May 20th. So I love when the timelines just blend in with each other. That's how we know we're tapped into your specific timeline. But I'm going to pull a couple more because I want to see when. I don't want to assume that this is like... Spirit. Wow, we got May that came up again. So the timeline's still bleeding into each other. For some of you, you have already met this person. Like you may have met them. Well, we have 20 here. You could have met them in 2020. Or you could have met them earlier this year. But we have the minutes card that came up, and this one like never comes out, and it makes sense because it's so rare. So I feel like you've already met this person for at least 30% of pile 3. And that kind of co-aligns with what I see for this person, because I was getting a little bit of a enemies to lovers kind of thing, or a rocky start for a lot of you. You may not like this person right away. You may think that they're arrogant. You know, you may not entertain them just because you don't want to, because you know a lot of other people do. You know, you may have your own reservations that keep you from going all in as soon as you could. So some of you do already know this person, but we have don't focus on time. So it's not something that you need to worry about. I feel like a lot of you already met this person, or you're slated to meet this person very soon. But I do feel like Spirit is getting you mentally, emotionally prepared to deal with someone like this. You know, because the reality is like, yeah, there's a such thing as a narcissist, and I don't necessarily get, I feel like this person can be narcissistic, but I'm not getting like, you know, negative narcissist vibes from them. But the reality is like people have attitudes. I have an attitude, and I'm a whole Cancer. You know what I mean? And we're supposed to be known to being like emotional crybabies. And it's like, you will get cussed straight clean out by a Cancer or by me, you know, in my personal life. So it's like, you really can't judge a book by its cover. And the reality is, like, literally no one's perfect. So if you can release the fear that comes with dating someone who's not perfect or who's not always, you know, sweet and kind, like if you can embrace the reality that some people have attitudes or some people are more, you know, trickier than others to deal with, you could have something really good. I mean, this is the love of your life. So group 3, listen, I already know you ain't no peach. You probably got an attitude yourself. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this coming together? What else can you tell me about this connection? The love of their life for group 3. We have the King of Pentacles. So this is someone of great value. Also, King of Pentacles energy is earth energy. The King of Pentacles can be quite stubborn and selfish because they're used to having a lot or having it all. So for a King of Pentacles to be someone of great character, it takes like extra hard work than it takes for other people because they literally have an easy way out if they wanted to take that. They have abundance or they have something that people want and value, whether that's looks or money. So the King of Pentacles has to try a bit harder than other people. It's kind of like pretty privilege. I've been seeing a lot of content coming up about people saying like, I have pretty privilege, but it sucks, you know? So anyways, this person really had to work for their character development, and they choose to work for, you know, what they have and in life. And, you know, listen, this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. It just isn't. But wow, we have the Devil in reverse that came out. Spirit saying like, you don't have to worry about this person hurting you. Yeah, they're cocky, but they're not like vile, like maybe, you know, your ex or like a true narcissist. They're cocky because they're attractive. They look good, or they have money, they have resources, they have fame. So yeah, they're cocky, but this isn't a terrible person or a devil in reverse, someone who's going to hurt you. So like I said, Spirit kind of had to get you prepared to deal with someone like this because it takes strength to have a connection with people who are different than you, or to know how to, you know, sail the boat. Like, people really do treat you how you allow them to. They really do. And a lot of how people show up is based on what we will and will not accept. So you have to be willing to walk away. I feel like the universe has been trying to prepare you, like in the last couple of years, to be fully willing to walk away and to have true self-value. Maybe even King of Cups in reverse, not look for love. Like maybe love isn't the most important thing to you. Maybe Spirit has been prioritizing communication in your life with the Ace of Swords in reverse, and boundaries, and really working with you on how you take action. With the King of Cups in reverse, I feel like you may have moved with your heart through a lot of your journey, and you connecting with the love of your life is actually going to be the result of hard work. It's not going to be a matter of love, even though it's like, this person is hard not to love. They're so attractive. At the end of the day, they're a jerk, but you know, it's like when it's the one, I don't know what to say. Like, you just naturally fold for them. That's just how it is. Like, you could be a stone cold brat in a relationship when it's someone who really cares for you genuinely. It's like they don't even get affected by, you know, whatever you have going on. So I don't know. It is what it is. We have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. So they're going to be investing in you. But with the Three of Cups in reverse, right away, I feel like there's some sort of distance between the two of you in the beginning. This person may live in a different city than you, and you may meet them as they're passing by, or this person is a different, like they're in a different lifestyle than you. So say you're, you know, someone who's very artistic and you're in school. So you spend a lot of time like in school at different galleries around, creative people. And this person could be like totally corporate. So there's some sort of space, but it doesn't feel intentional per se, unless it's on your end, like specifically putting the brakes on this person so they don't think that they can just come in your life or run game on you, or just so they don't think that they're going to charm you like they do other people. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. You're waiting for your moment and also sitting pretty with that Four of Pentacles energy, holding on to what you have, protecting yourself, keeping yourself out of the mix. You may even meet them when you're not open to dating. Specifically, Spirit, can you tell me about the meeting? We have the Nine of Cups. So again, you're meeting this person in a point in your life where Spirit has been working with you on setting boundaries and knowing your true value. Can you tell me about the meeting? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's a long time coming and it doesn't seem available at first. When you first meet this person, it doesn't seem like you like them, or it doesn't seem like they like you, to be honest. Like, neither of you see each other as a romantic option. And I feel like for some of you, it's intentional. Again, it's like you going out of your way not to allow this person to impress you or charm you, because you don't want them to feel like you're like everyone else and they're just going to have their way. And again, it's like there is no victory and conquest there's no victory without the conquest, So everything is meant to be. I feel like you're meeting your match with this person. And it's going to be a challenge for both of you. It's going to be a challenge for them to show up more authentically, not to laugh through everything, or just have a smart remark for everything, but to truly show up and be vulnerable and present and listen to what you're saying. It's going to take some time for them to open up and be willing to do that, and then to also do it. And then on your end, I feel like it's going to take some time for you to trust this person, to be able to open up to them and be vulnerable with them and admit that you like them. And really take time for you to be confident about your boundaries. Now, this is interesting because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card in reverse. And then we have Rekindle that just showed up. It says, every magical relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So again, there's something about like the first 1 to 2 years, something about the first 1 to 2 months, something about the beginning of this connection with your life partner or the love of your life being in separation, or you guys being out of alignment, or being like turned off by each other. We have the Signs card at the bottom of the deck, so you may be waiting for more instruction or information from Spirit, and you may be really allowing Spirit to be the guide in this situation, like not trying to bring everything together by yourself, but trying to allow the higher power to come in and direct this the best, most painless kind of way, because, trying to be logical about how to deal with someone like this may just kind of frustrate you, and you may end up playing into their game. So I support that for sure. Looking for signs, allowing the universe to guide you together, that's definitely a good thing. We have the Synchronicity card and the Universe card. So Spirit is going to lead you together. I keep getting this message pile after pile today where Spirit's like, listen, this connection does not need to be manifested. So I think that's just tea on the love of your life. I think that's just something that is true with the love of your life. Like, it's not something you have to manifest or force. Something you have to manifest is a result of your desire and what you want for yourself. But your true match will find you, period, point blank. No candles, no manifestation, no intention needed. It will happen because it is. Because you are the love of each other's lives, it will manifest, just kind of period. So we have synchronicity. It says a divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So you'll see a lot of angel numbers and you'll get a lot of hints and signs and signals when you've met this person. It'll be clear from at least a universal standpoint. You may think, oh my God, this person's arrogant, I hate this person. But it'll be clear from a universal standpoint that there's more to this connection than meets the eye. It's the way that you're just getting sign after signal that has to do directly with them. And then we have a universe that says the universe is guiding you to that special person. Allow everything to take its natural course, literally exactly what we were just talking about. So if you've been going crazy trying to manifest this, I get that a little bit with the King of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse, where it's like you had to grow out of your deep rooted desire of love and acceptance and get out of that space of Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. I always have to be the one taking action in order for something to come through. This is Eight of Pentacles, a gift. And that's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Smoky Quartz and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see who is the love of your life and when will you meet, if not already. Spirit, this is for group 4. Group 4 with the Smoky Quartz. Who is the love of their life for group 4? We got a couple that popped out for you right away. So first of all, we have the Bellflower with gratitude and the Peony with prosperity and compassion. Right away, it's definitely giving love of your life energy. It makes total sense why this person is the love of your life, because with the gratitude card, this person is genuinely grateful to have you. You may have experienced relationships or just connections, even situationships, where after a while, for whatever reason, people would start to lose interest, or they would stop showing their gratitude for you. They would stop appreciating how much work you're willing to put in or what you'll do for them. They'll start, ignoring your needs or what you desire in the relationship because they're just used to it. This person never loses their gratitude for you. This is the person who has like a deep love and affection towards you. And honestly, I feel like they baby you a little bit. You may get some prince or princess treatment from them. With the Peony, with prosperity and compassion, not only are you stepping into a life of, my knee-jerk reaction is to say luxury, but you're stepping into a life of prosperity and compassion from this person. They genuinely care about you, your story, and what you've been through. And even though they don't have to be, they are sensitive to your thoughts, desires, needs. And a lot of people these days don't prioritize that. They don't prioritize compassion. It's like dog eat dog. Get up, go at it, just go do it. And this person is very compassionate to what you've been through. Nice. We have the Canopus with always joyful. So this person genuinely is joyful, in a good mood, and lighthearted. So listen, if you have a little bit of an attitude, okay, if you have a little bite to you, that's not going to bother this person. They're very warm and welcoming and open when it comes to you, very considerate of you and your feelings, and they're always in a good mood. So if you're a little attitudinal, that doesn't really affect them. We have the Lily with majesty and virtue. So this person is very virtuous. They're a one-person kind of person, monogamous kind of person, long-term relationship kind of person. They're not someone who's ever gone through like the hoe phase or, the phase of being an F-boy, F-girl. They're someone who's pretty, I don't want to say innocent, but just, someone who doesn't engage in extracurricular activities like that. This person also has this majestic nature to them. They may have long hair or thick hair. They may have like an ethereal face. They may literally look like a Greek god, a Greek goddess, or pick a god, goddess. They may look exactly like that, okay? You like Aquaman? What you like? Okay, they're going to have it for you. They're showing up like Poseidon himself. We have the Hyacinth with playfulness and the False Indigo with immersion and intuition. That's actually kind of surprising to me that this person is very intuitive. I get a strong mercurial energy from this person and Neptune. They could be a zodiac sign that's ruled by Neptune or Mercury. They could also be a water sign. This person is very intuitive. They could have water in their Mercury placement, specifically in their chart. But yeah, this person moves based on what they feel. They're not someone who you can really fool. They're someone who goes off of what they feel and what they're getting in the moment. So if you're someone who's quick to say, oh, it's nothing, nothing's wrong, if there's truly nothing wrong, they're going to be able to tell. But if there is something wrong, they're going to know, you know? And they're just so tuned in and sensitive when it comes to you, like very tuned into how you feel. For the day, you may be someone who's moody, you may struggle with mood regulation, and this is just proof that there's really someone out there for anyone, because as imperfect as we all are, we're still, you know, able to receive love, and this is just proof of that. We have the forget-me-not with eternal memories. So I see a lot of traveling, a lot of adventure with this person. This person could be a nomad, or they could have lived a nomadic life for a period of time. They could have traveled up the coast, you know, in a RV. This could be someone who has flipped a home as well. They could live in a tiny home or a non-conventional home. This person seems to be very resourceful. I'm also picking up on, for a lot of you, this person has a dog. It's like them and their dog. That's like literally their best friend. But eternal memories with this person. So this is the kind of person that likes to accumulate memories and pictures versus items. Like this person, instead of buying you like a Chanel bag or an expensive watch, a Rolex for Christmas, they're going to buy, you know, like a vacation package. And that's what they will reveal to you. Like, we're going to Bora Bora Bay or wherever it is. They're definitely someone who prioritizes quality time, but time spent together being adventurous and exploring. Like the connection is very much so about you and their love for you and being with you. We have the morning glory with affection and determination. So this person, they just don't run out. They don't run out of sweet thoughts, of sweet things to say. They don't run out of patience when it comes to you. They don't run out of steam. This person is very determined. I'm also getting that this person is a very hard worker. They may come from a different culture than you, a culture that's known for hustling, a culture that's known for hard work or building, being architectural. And again, they're determined to get to know you, determined to get closer to you, to have true love with you, determined to work on this connection and to honestly give you the best life that they possibly can. I'm getting an energy, this person may they may do construction, or they may build your home for you. So like the home that you guys share together, they will do a lot of like DIY, a lot of modifications to that home to make it like your dream home. Something that Spirit's showing me. Spirit, when will they meet if not already? For group 4. We have the Wednesday card that came up. This person could be born on a Wednesday or vice versa. Wednesday could be the day that you see them, the day that you meet them. You guys could have something around Wednesday, like maybe that's your day off or their day off, the day that you guys can always meet and see each other. Wednesdays may be the day that you guys go on dates in the week. And then we have patience is needed. Spirit, what's up with the timeline for group 4? We have 11, we have 02. You could meet on the 11th or the 2nd of the month. Also November or February could be significant. So we have sooner than you expect, but we also have patience is needed that came up. And that's so funny. I was just saying this could be something that happens in February. We got the 02 first, and then we have February that did come out. So February could be very significant for a lot of you. But I feel like you're meeting this person sooner than you expect, but one of you may be preoccupied or off the market when you guys meet. So if you're currently in a relationship, you're going to have to be patient for this to come together, because there's going to need to be a process of you getting out of that relationship, disconnecting from that old person so that you can start this relationship and move forward. So patience is needed, even though you're meeting this person sooner than you expect. Not really getting a strong energy of you've already met this person, but I'll double clarify with tarot just to see. But for the majority, I feel like this is someone you'll be meeting moving forward. We got August that came up as well. And then the 11, and then we got hours. So again, there's something here about like, this is right on your heels. This is very close to you. Something to do with the timeline is saying that you guys are very close, but at the same time, there's still this sense of distance. There's still this sense of we can't be together as soon as we would like to be, or there's something in the way. So perhaps you have a move planned in the next 2 months, or you'll be moving somewhere by February. Or maybe you meet in August and then it's February until you actually get together romantically. It's like I see you meeting this person in the very near future, but you're not able to date right away. So you'll see what that is. Spirit, can we get some more clarity on the timeline? Do they know them already? Do they know them already? We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So no, Spirit has not introduced you to this person. There may be a few stragglers, but you'll know in your spirit if we perfectly described the person that, you know, you met in August, or the person that you met recently, the person that you're talking to, if this is them. But honestly, final answer for the majority of you, yeah, we got the Hierophant as well in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So you do not know this person. I do not think this is someone you have met. For the majority, there's a small portion of you that would have already met this person, but the majority of you do not know them at all. You will be meeting soon though, and then it seems like something around February. Spirit is really drawing my attention to early next year. That may be when you guys are actually able to pursue a romantic relationship or get together. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this coming together? How is this coming together? Yeah, we have the Justice card. It came out kind of sideways, but there's an energy of something needing to happen before this can manifest, or something needing to clear, something needing to be taken care of. This is the perfect time to clear it. That's going to help you quantum leap in terms of time. If you have any karmic connection, any karmic partner that's still hanging on to you. Any cycle that's still opened, or anything that you've been dragging your feet on. Yeah, we have the 4 of Cups, which is like the thing at the bottom of the to-do list that ends up at the bottom because you don't want to do it. 4 of Cups with the Justice card here is Spirit saying there's something that has been ignored for a while that does need to be handled for you to be able to move forward with this person, whether that's on your end or their end. And it does feel big, like it's big to separate from someone who you've been connected to for a long time, someone who's a karmic connection. Or it's big to literally move the city from the city that you're in into another one. So it does feel like whatever the universe is asking of you at this time is something that is high stakes, or something that you wouldn't really want to do, something that feels like it takes a lot of guts, but definitely worth it. And again, you'll know if this is on your end or someone else's. You'll just know, like if you have a bunch of things that you've been called to do that you haven't been making, you know, progress on, you know that. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's also something about this that can't be controlled or rushed, and I've gotten that for all 4 piles today. Group 1, 2, and 3 got it very clearly, with the universe telling them flat out, like, this does not need to be manifested, but I'm getting that for you as well. So I think that's just something that comes with a love of your life connection. It's like manifested connections are a result of desires or wants, needs, but the love of your life, it just is. It's something that is naturally in alignment with you because it is the love of your life. It's natural. So it doesn't have to be manifested. So if you've been spending a lot of, time manifesting and things like that, I mean, I would say still do that if you've been specifically guided to manifest at this time. But if you are just really impatient or coming from a space of wanting things to happen sooner, I mean, honestly, it's not going to have an effect on this, because this is something that'll happen very naturally. So you just simply don't need to. We have the Hierophant in reverse that did come out when you least expect it. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. When you least expect it, this person is coming in and they're manifesting. And if you try to force it or push it along, that's when you'll start to experience resistance. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this relationship? One of these just flipped over. I thought. Let me cover them up, child. They got all their goodies showing, and YouTube does not like that. But we have the Lovers card that showed up in reverse. This could be an opposites attract type of connection. Ooh, 10 of Cups in reverse. Very non-conventional as well. I feel like this relationship is going to be unlike any other connection you've ever had. And it's truly like what's understood doesn't need to be explained. We have the 6 of Cups. So this person is loving you very differently than you've ever been loved. This person doesn't remind you of anyone in your past. Again, it's giving opposites attract, or this person isn't like your type, whatever you typically go for. And that may be why it's taking some time to manifest, because it takes time for this person to truly grow on you in that way. Ciao, we got the King of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups. So you are running away from them. There's a little bit of a chase. Maybe they're too nice. Maybe they're too loving and too understanding. And with someone who's gone through a lot of life, and it was coming through even from the first deck that this person is like going out of their way to be really patient and loving and warm towards you. Yeah, maybe you're a bit, rough around the edges, and it is hard for you to receive their love right away. So that could be what the delay is. Wow, we got 10-10 energy. Spirit is like, listen, group 4, don't you deny this person being lost in the sauce and addicted to trauma, addicted to drama, addicted to low vibrational people and situations, because it's like this is the perfect opportunity for you to literally quantum leap. But no, Magician in reverse. It's not in your control. It doesn't need to be manifested. And this person is not like your conscious desire. This is true love. So it's going to take a lot of vulnerability to receive this. So many people move in a way that's very like societal based, because they're too afraid to actually move from their own heart. Meaning so many people, like for an example, I was just watching 90 Day Fiance or whatever it is, but I was watching Gino and Jasmine, and she is so like, she's so hyper fixated on what it means to be sexy that she is never actually sexy to him. Because she's going off of societal view as sexy, getting like, work done and all this stuff to be attractive to him. And he still doesn't want her in that way. Why? Because that's a false sense of attractiveness. That's the attractiveness that she's comfortable with, but not the true attractiveness that comes with being vulnerable in a true connection and actually appealing to someone. So you may be stuck in that loop as well, where it's like you're fixated on what men want or what women want or what it means to be attractive, when it's like, that's not it at all. That's not it at all, but it is what you're comfortable with. So I think this is just going to break through a whole other level of vulnerability for you to be with this person, group 4, because you do have your idea or your mind set on Lovers in reverse, what a divinely guided connection looks like, or 10 of Cups in reverse, what true love looks like, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, what true stability looks like. Maybe you relate true stability with how often can this person buy me nice things versus how much in advance are these bills paid, So there's like a little bit of priorities needing to shift, and whenever you're with whatever you're in a connection with someone, they're going to mirror that energy in their own way. So not all of this is on you, but we're not reading for them. You know, we're reading on our end today. So just know that. Take it with a grain of salt, because they're going to have their own things they're going to have to work through for sure. Wow, we have clarity and tested. So the universe has likely been testing you, and you've been having these epiphanies, these micro moments of growth and expansion. And I feel like this is like the final boss. Like, will you allow yourself to be loved truly, fully, genuinely, in a sustainable kind of way that doesn't tear you down but builds you up in this life? Or will you surrender to your desires and your ideas and what's in your conscious mind? Even past manifestations, the Magician in reverse can also be a sign of something not coming to fruition that you have manifested before. So can you get past that? Because a lot of people will stay stuck on past things that they've tried to manifest simply because of the investment. It's so hard to admit, like, really? That $100 that I spent to get all these materials to do this spell work went for nothing? I can't know. I need to see some dividends back on that. But, you know, the reality is this never needed that. And it's different. Clarity says, take time to think about your situation and gain clarity. So this would be a good time to do some shadow work and some journal prompts that can help you work through your own self-limiting beliefs or your own attachments to certain people, types of people, or desires. And then we have tested. It says your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. So Spirit is saying, like, how determined are you really? Are you still determined when you're being called to do something that you're not comfortable with? So then are you truly determined? Or are you just passionate about that one specific thing? Ooh, it's tough. It's tough. Sheesh. That's what I got for you today. Group 4, a bit tricky, high stakes, but high reward with this one. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.